brought to you by Bethel School of Technology. Learn more at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman. Welcome back to the Ken Coleman Show. Hey, if you aren't where you want to be and you're just suffering from a lack of confidence about what the next move is, the antidote to a lack of confidence and courage to kind of step out is very simple. It's clarity. And that's why I created what I believe is the signature tool of my work. It is the Get Clear assessment. It will measure what you do best, what you enjoy doing most, and the results that motivate you. This information is vital to be able to ideate about new paths. It is vital to confirm choices that you're thinking about. And you can get it in the brand new book, Find the Work You're Wired to Do. The assessment comes with the book. The assessment gives you the information you need on who I am, why I am that way. And then the book picks up with your assessment results, which is a detailed report, and it coaches you how to make the decision. So it's a wonderful combo. You can get it at kencoleman.com. Salt Lake City, Utah is where we go. Steve is there. Steve, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. It's a pleasure to talk to you today. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What's up?
Thank you. So I'm kind of feeling stuck. I'm involved in very meaningful work, but I'm really struggling with motivation. I'm just wondering, am I in the wrong job, or is this just anxiety that's freezing me up, or something like that?
Did you say you kind of broke up?
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me, or I didn't hear you. Did you say you're doing meaningful work?
Yes, absolutely meaningful work. I work with teenagers.
Huh. And give me a little bit more. When is this something of a new development where all of a sudden you're losing motivation?
Yeah. So I've been in sales and sales management my entire working life. I'm 50 now, and about 7 years ago, I just realized I hated it. I wasn't motivated by money. It wasn't fulfilling. In fact, I'd been fired from the sales job. So writing was on the wall. I was not a good fit. So I switched over to education, and now I work with teenagers. And so I've been doing that about 7 years. Summertime seems to be a little tough for me because we're still expected to work, but there's no structure. It's kind of self-led during the summers. And then, with the semester coming up, I'm starting to feel the stress, and I know what I need to do, but sometimes I just sit down in my office and I just can't get myself to do what I know I need to do.
Huh. When are you most motivated in this current role?
I would say it's when I'm up in front of the class.
Do you ever struggle to get the juice to walk in there and give your best when you're in front of them?
Well, there's a lot of, kind of structure that requires me to get up there and give my best. I'm not calling in sick for work. I never do that. When it's game time, I'm there. And I engage with them, and I really try to help them have a good experience.
But you're not naturally excited. Absent of the structure, you wouldn't be waking up going, "Man, I got to get in front of students today." Or is that something?
No. I've never woken up and thought, "Man, I am in the work I was meant to do." Okay. Although I really feel led by God that I should be doing something in this field. His fingerprints are all over this. Yeah. That's why I kind of feel stuck.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you called. Have you taken the Get Clear career assessment?
I have not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give it to you today with the book, Find the Work You're Wired to Do, because this is going to be a deeper dive that you can do absent of me being with you. And so it's really going to help you. But you understand the methodology behind the assessment, yes? Have you heard it?
I've heard you talk about it on your podcast. Yes.
Okay, so what's the reason you feel stuck is because you are uncertain. It feels like you've got some doubt about what it is. What is this work that Steve is wired to do? Or do you feel like you know and you just don't know how to get there? It's one or the other.
It's almost like somebody told me this is the work you're wired to do, and I'm like, are you sure? Because it doesn't feel like it sometimes.
Well, then I got to tell you that it's not. So I would say that you feel that you just don't know what it is. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's right.
Okay. Has there ever been a point in your professional life where you felt like, man, I love this work?
Absolutely.
What was it?
The kind of, well, so in my interactions with these teenagers, I get to teach them some life-changing lessons. We actually study scripture together. I've seen them connect with God on a very personal level in our classrooms, and those are the most rewarding. Or when a student comes up after class and says, "You know what? This is exactly what I needed today." Those are the times when I feel like I'm in the zone, and it's really, really rewarding. It's getting to that point, prepping for that I struggle with.
When you say prepping, what do you mean?
Oh, lesson prep. What am I going to teach them today? What are they going to do today? What do I need to learn personally so that I can channel this?
You don't like doing any of that. That's not fun for you. That saps you.
That's the work part of the job. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're starting to narrow down here. So it's not preparing the content and even delivering the content. It feels like it's something else.
It's not delivering the content, because when I'm with the teenagers, it's awesome. It's when I'm all by myself and I have to put this lesson together and figure out what we're going to do as a class, especially during the summer.
But it's not just summer. I guess what I'm trying to think is, I think you need something that is almost less structured. I think it's the structure that saps your energy.
I didn't think about it that way.
I don't know. Is that true? It feels like if I just put you in a role where you were almost like let's take your current format. I don't know if it's the classroom teaching that you enjoy the most as much as the interacting and almost coaching, counseling these kids would be far more. Like if so, let me throw out an example. Tell me how this feels. We're doing a field test real quick.
Sure.
Okay? What if we got you out of the classroom environment where you were prepping and doing all the things that come with the traditional classroom environment? Yeah. And I put you in a guidance counselor office, and you had a steady stream of kids all day long coming to just share with you any kind of thing they're dealing with, from personal to academic, and you were a guidance counselor, and that was your role. How does that feel to you?
It feels, I don't know if this is the right word, but it feels easier, more natural. Sometimes I get in my head when I have too much time to think.
Well, I think you're absolutely a guy who overthinks. So what have you thought about? A guy who overthinks has an answer. What if we removed all barriers to entry? Time and money. Yeah. Skill was there. What would you try to do tomorrow if you could just make a perfect day and you got paid for this day? What would you do? Just tell me. Forget about job title. Forget about industry. Tell me, what would you do tomorrow that you would go, Ken, if I got paid to do this during the day, I would be out of my mind excited?
Ken, truthfully, I don't know.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
I push people on this, but I just don't know.
That's not true. That's not true, because you already have some clues. What is the one thing you enjoy most about being with these young people? Be specific. The one thing you love most about being a teacher. What is it?
Well,
be specific.
Hilarious.
No, no. Well, I'm talking about what you're doing. The thing that you go, now this I love. Tell me one specific thing.
I love it when they feel hope.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. See, I think you're really, if I talk to everybody that knows you, would they tell me that you're really good with people?
I think they would.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And would you say that that you're good with people yourself? Do you believe that?
I'm trying. I've offended my share.
No, dude. See, here you are again. You're. I'm not asking you to be. I'm saying other people say you're good with people. Do you believe you're good with people? All right. All right. Listen, Steve, I'm going to tell you something, brother. I think you need counseling. I cannot coach a person who does not believe that they have something to offer. And I think you are struggling to believe that you have something good to offer in the world of work. I think it's that serious. And there's a reason for that. So I'm going to take one other stab, and then I'm going to give you the assessment. I want you to take it. And you know what, guys? Let's get Steve back on the show when Steve's got some assessment results that I can actually lead him through. But Steve, I'm going to get you started. There are four types of work in the world, 4 areas of work. Mm-hmm. People work, process work, idea work, and object work. People work, you understand that. Process work, you understand that. Idea work, you get that. That's in the area of ideas. So I straddle people and ideas, right? I'm creating content, writing books, yada, yada, yada. And I'm always engaging, coaching with people. All right. The last one is object. That's like building something, fixing something. You understand that, yes?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Stop thinking and just tell me, what are those areas, people, process, ideas, or objects, where you have the most talent?
I'd say it's people.
People, I agree. And then now tell me which area you enjoy working the most, people, process, ideas, or objects. It's not hard. You've already selected. Which area of work do you enjoy? Do you like working with people? Do you like working with processes? Do you like working with ideas? Do you like working with objects the most? What we can straddle, but just where do we think we enjoy the most?
Probably ideas.
Okay. That now we've got somewhere. We're starting, okay? We're starting on the process of, wait a second, if Steve's really good with people but loves ideas, now we've got some clues. And I think this is all consistent with what you've told me so far. I just think you're so down on yourself to kind of go, what is the thing that I actually want to do? If I remove all of these limiting thoughts, what is it that I would want to do? Because when somebody says to me, Ken, I can't tell you what a perfect day at work would look like, what I would be doing, you are so in your head, you can't even allow your heart to answer. Make sense?
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
I've got a great tool to get clear assessment. Hang on the line. All right? Hang on the line. We're going to get you the assessment. I want your results. Let's get him back on. We'll do some more heart surgery, Steve. This is the Ken Coleman Show. Launch your tech career today at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman.